In the previous movie, I showed you how to create process color swatches and also global process color swatches so that you have the ability to control those colors all throughout your design. In this movie, we're going to talk about another type of color swatch, something called a spot color. Now, spot colors are kind of the same as a global color in that they are going to be able to be changed all throughout the document, but they are a very specific use case. Most of the time, it's when a brand or a business has a very specific color that they use for one attribute of their branding. So, for instance, Coca-Cola Red or Pepsi Blue would be a spot color, a very specific color that needs to be reproduced consistently every single time. So you can use the swatches panel inside of Illustrator to do this. So let's say, for instance, that the Happy Bulldog text here, that red color, is something that we need to be reproduced consistently all the time, and we want to create a spot color for that. In order to do that inside of the swatches panel, all we have to do is have that object selected and then click on the New Swatch button. Once we have the New Swatch dialog box open, we can give this a name at the top. So I'll call this Bulldog Red. And then we switch the color type to spot color. You'll notice that when I change the color type to spot color, that the global check mark is grayed out, but it's also active at the same time. That's because spot colors are, by default, always global. So that if you come in here and you mix the ink on this color, it will automatically update everywhere in the document that you're using it. So let's go ahead and hit OK here. And when we hit OK, we're going to see a new swatch has been added to our swatches panel. And when I hover over it, it says Bulldog Red. You'll also notice that it has the same white triangle in the bottom right-hand corner that a global swatch does. But there's an addition to that. I don't know if you can see it on your screen. It's really small, but that little black dot in the corner signifies that this is a spot color. In most cases, this is going to be used, like I said, to reproduce a very specific color, but it can also be used to represent things like varnishes and metallic textures as well. You may also be requested to use a Pantone color, in which case you would have to load in a custom spot color from the Pantone library. In any case, it's fairly easy to create and use your own spot colors inside of Illustrator. Just be sure you convey that you're using spot colors to your printer when you send whatever it is you're working on out for commercial jobs.